Hey folks, Andrew here, and in this Prima Guides video, we'll be taking a look at Elemancy in Final Fantasy XV. For more Final Fantasy XV content, be sure to check out the description for more videos and articles. Magic is key to the world of Final Fantasy, and the latest iteration of the series takes the magic system to an all-new level. Introduced in Final Fantasy XV, Elemancy is a system that allows you to take various elements that Noctis can find around the world, and then combine them into one, making a powerful spell to use against your foes. Getting started in Elemancy can be tricky, so we're going to take you on a brief tour of the system and show you how everything works. When you first open up the Elemancy system, you'll see three major windows. The window on your left is where you'll find the various elements that you can pull from the world. On the right, you will find the Catalyst area. This second major area contains all your items and potions. And the final window can be found just underneath the element area. This area will tell you the type of spell that you are crafting, as well as the potency and any type of effects that the spell has. By simply looking at the Elemancy window, one might assume that it's simple. This is actually, for the most part, fairly true. All you do to create spells is mix different elements and catalysts together until you have something you want. But if you don't feel like spending hours mindlessly crafting spells, there are a couple things to keep in mind when using Elemancy. Potency is basically the power level of the spell. The stronger this is, the more that particular spell will hurt your enemies. If you put enough elements into something to exceed a potency of 100, the spell will be upgraded to the next level, which are Fira, Blizzara, and Thundera. If you exceed a potency of 200, you'll be granted another spell upgrade to Firaga, Blizzaraga, or Thundaga, depending on the elements used to make the spell. Anything with a potency below 100 will simply be Fire, Blizzard, or Thunder. It should also be noted though, that you cannot hold more than 99 units of any particular element. This means you'll need to mix and match if you truly want to make most of each spell, as any 2 units of additional elements will upgrade the spell by 1 potency. Another important thing to keep in mind when crafting spells is that adding multiple elements together can change your spell if the base element doesn't make up at least 50% of the spell. This means that you'll need to have a lot more fire elements included in your spell if you wish to craft a fire-based spell. For example, having the same amount of each element will give you a unicast spell, which gives you a chance to cast Fire, Blizzard, or Thunder. So if you want an absolute base, you're going to need to invest more of that element. Alternatively, you can start using Catalysts and Ascension upgrades. Catalysts take everyday items like potions, elixirs, phoenix downs, and even cooking ingredients, and mix them into your spell, allowing you to get different effects. A good example of this is using an antidote as a catalyst. This will cause the spell that you craft, whether it's fire, blizzard, or thunder, to poison anyone who steps in its line of fire. This is useful for taking out big groups of enemies, but you should avoid using it around allies, as all spells you cast can hurt your party members. If you want to become great at Elemancy, you're going to need to experiment and try out new things. See which catalyst offers which effect, and then fine-tune the elements that you want to make use of. You should also remember that you can only hold as many spells as the amount of magic flasks you have. You'll earn more magic flasks throughout the main story campaign, but others can be found around the world. Experimentation is key when it comes to Elemancy, and there's no right or wrong way to go about spellcrafting. That's it for this Prima Guides video. Be sure to like and subscribe to see more videos like this. Also be sure to check the description to see more videos and articles related to Final Fantasy XV. For more content like this, be sure to head over to primagames.com.